Singer-songwriter Kayahan Açar, who dominated Turkey's pop music scene during the late half of the 1980s and throughout the 90s, died on Friday, losing a lengthy battle against small cell lung cancer. He was 66. Açar, who only went by his first name, had been receiving cancer treatment for the past year and a half. Kayahan's death was due to respiratory failure and multiple organ failure based on the progression of his illness, his doctors at the Acıbadem Maslak Hospital in Istanbul told the Cihan news agency on Friday morning. This was Kayahan's third fight against cancer. He was first diagnosed with soft tissue sarcoma in 1990, an illness that recurred in 2005. The diagnosis for his latest illness was made in 2014. Condolence messages poured in following the news of Kayahan's death, with top-level state officials, members of parliament and artists expressing regret over his loss, while fellow musicians rushed to Kayahan's home in a housing compound in Istanbul's Beykoz district. Suat Suna, one of numerous pop singers whose careers were launched by Kayahan, said on his Twitter account that he has lost his second father and Turkey has lost its great master. A memorial ceremony for Kayahan will be held on Saturday morning at the Cemal Rezzet Ray Concert Hall, his publicist told Cihan. The musician will be buried at the Condolence Cemetery in Istanbul following noon prayers at the Tezviki Mosque. Writer of million-selling romantic songs. Best known for his romantic ballads, Kayahan released his first singles during the 1970s. His first LP, a collection of 10 songs, was released in 1981, however, his songs on that album gained popularity much later, following his major breakthrough in 1986 with the song Geceler, Nights, with which he won a nationwide song contest. He secured his place in the country's burgeoning pop music industry as a songwriter and performer in the second half of the 1980s, when he also started collaborating with singer Nilüfer. The two shared the stage in numerous concerts throughout the 90s, and Kayahan wrote numerous songs exclusively for solo albums by Nilüfer during the height of their respective careers. They later fell into a public spat over copyright issues, which was only resolved recently, after 15 years of rivalry. Throughout his career, Kayahan released around 15 solo albums that have sold millions. He represented Turkey in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1990 with a song titled Gözlerin Hapsindiyim, Captivated by Your Eyes, coming in 17th among 22 entries. His most recent public appearance was in February, in a special Valentine's Day concert in Istanbul, where he was joined on stage by Pek Tudor, his second wife, who was his former vocalist, and also Nilüfer. Mainly known as a performer of love songs, Kayahan also wrote children's songs, and he produced a TV show aimed at children during the 1980s for the state broadcaster TRT. His latest studio album was Birasiyim, To My One and Only, released in March of 2007. In 2011, he released a single called 365 Gun, 365 Days.